Hello, my name is Maya King and I'm a PagerDuty Integrations Product Manager. I will be going over PagerDuty's new ChatOps functionality. Before I jump into the new features, let's briefly discuss how collaboration is key to incident management. In a distributed world, collaboration tools allow workers to chat in real time, connect via video meetings, and quickly share files. By adding PagerDuty's powerful real-time operations platform to chat, customers can streamline incident remediation by enabling incident response where they work. This session will cover PagerDuty's latest Slack improvements, including an improved onboarding experience, streamlined stakeholder experience, and an easy widget that makes migration for customers easy. We also will be covering how to create a stakeholder update from Microsoft Teams. Let's get things kicked off with our new Slack subscription API. We are enabling customers to use our APIs in Terraform to create channel connections via PagerDuty's new v3 webhooks. This feature will enable channel connection and it'll enable the connections from a Slack channel to a PagerDuty service or team. The new Terraform using these APIs is in progress and will be available in the next coming days. Next is our Slack connection management page. This enables a single page for integration management, which will reduce integration clicks and simplifies the integration process for our admins, managers, and responders. Let's look at this feature in more detail. Admins and account owners will be able to view and manage Workspace connections and create and revoke Workspace tokens. Admins and team managers will be able to create Slack channel connections that connect directly to a PagerDuty service or a PagerDuty team. When you create the channel connection, you'll be able to toggle which incident updates appear in channel, and you'll be able to have access to our new priority and responder incident updates. Also, during the channel connection, you will be able to filter channel incident notifications based on urgency or priority. Lastly, this page will be view only to responders and observers. For Slack, you'll also be able to create many-to-many connections, which will ensure all Slack users within an organization will have incident visibility, so you can connect one PagerDuty account to multiple Slack workspaces or vice versa. Next in Slack, we'll talk about creating a stakeholder update and a resolution note from Slack. We have enabled stakeholder update creation in Slack, which will reduce context switching and increase ease of use for our responders. Previously, for a responder to create a stakeholder update, they needed to go to PagerDuty web or mobile interface to create this update. So now we've streamlined this process. There is a new status update button on the Slack incident notification. And also when you resolve an incident, you can create a resolution note and then also send that resolution note as a stakeholder update. Next is our stakeholder Slack channel. We have enabled stakeholders to view incident statuses from within their chat tools. This will increase incident visibility and minimize context switching for our stakeholders. To set this up, admins and managers can go into the connection management page and toggle our new notification type, which is responder or stakeholder. As you can see in this example notification, the stakeholder notification type is just a brief summary of the incident and the latest incident update. It does not contain any incident action buttons. Next, we're excited to talk about our new migration tool for Slack. With one click, admins can copy all of their current channel connections to PagerDuty's latest v3 webhooks. This can be completed by a PagerDuty admin that also has Slack admin permissions. You'll need to be able to authorize your Slack workspace to complete this migration, so be sure that you are a Slack admin and a PagerDuty admin before initiating the migration. During the migration, we copy each connection one at a time on the back end, so there's no downtime. Few things to know about the migration. You will not need to reinstall the Slack v2 application. The migration process is the same for Slack v1 and v2 customers. Migration from Webhooks v2 to v3 is required to access all the new functionality that we talked about today. And after you complete the migration, connections can only be created via the connection management page. Also, after the migration is completed, Terraform using old webhooks will be disabled. So be sure you migrate your Terraform to the latest v3 webhooks before you initiate the migration. And as a final reminder, migration is required to access all new functionality. With our latest v3 webhooks, we are working towards an end of life for our Webhooks v1 and Webhooks v2. This means that all of our integrations need to be up to date on our latest v3 webhooks, and we're going to be end-of-lifing our old Slack applications. So all Slack v1 and v2 PagerDuty customers must migrate their channel connections to v3 webhooks. Slack v1 end of life is going to be in October 2021, and then Slack v2 that is using our old webhooks. So if you haven't completed the migration, will be end of life in January 2022. Remember, there's no downtime impact, and if you complete the migration using the tool, it'll be super quick and easy for customers, and it'll run on the back end. Now for a quick demo. Let's start off with the migration tool demo. Here you can see we have two Slack v2 connections that are using Webhooks v2. They have different filtering for each channel connection. I go to the Integrations tab on the Slack Integrations connection page, and I can see I can start the migration at the top of the page. Here you will see a list of things and callouts for the webhook. Please review these before continuing to the authorization. On the authorization page, you will be prompted to authorize your Slack workspace. And after you do that, you can select which incident updates you would like to apply to the migration. During the migration process, it'll show you how far along it has gone. Once the migration is done, you'll reach a summary page. Now that all webhooks have been successfully migrated, let's go to our new Slack management page. I clicked which workspace, and now I can see all of my connections have been migrated. When I open up the connections, I can see that the appropriate notification updates and priority filtering and urgency filtering also apply to each of those connections that were updated. I can go in and add a new connection, select which service or team, select a Slack channel, and select which notification type. If I want to create a stakeholder update, I select the stakeholder notification type. Once I've made all my selections, I hit Add Connection to save my new stakeholder update channel. This process will be the same and can be repeated for a responder notification. Now let's see how it works in Slack. For this demo, we've already triggered and acknowledged an incident. Let's create a new status update. Now that the status update has been added, we can see a verification notification and channel. We also create a resolution note and also send it as a status update. Now that the incident is resolved, all of the status updates are sent. You can go to the stakeholder channel and see all of the updates in real time. Next, let's talk about Microsoft Teams and the new functionality that we've added to our Teams application. We have enabled, similarly to our other chat application, responders to create a stakeholder update within Microsoft Teams. This reduces context switching and increases ease of use for responders in creating a stakeholder update. Previously, responders had to go to web or mobile interface to create a stakeholder update. Now they'll be able to create this from the incident notification in Microsoft Teams via the new status update button, or when you resolve an incident, you can create a resolution note and then send that resolution note as a stakeholder update. And here's a quick demo. For demo purposes, I've already triggered an incident and acknowledged it. Now let's add a new status update. When the status update is sent, you will see a confirmation in the notification history. You also can resolve the incident and add a resolution note, and then post that resolution note via the checkbox as an incident update. And as you can see in the incident history, the note was added, the incident was resolved, and a new resolution note was added as a status update. If you have any more questions, please check out our Slack and Microsoft Teams PagerDuty integration guide. This will help you get started.